morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and before we get started, let's get the shout out of the way. Today's shout out goes to Mike Cardillo. Mike was the first to say first in one of my recent videos and thus wins the shout out, so congratulations, Mike. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I got something neat for you today. This is the new JJPRO X5 EPIK from JJPRO. But if you look at the JJPRO X5 EPIK, you'll notice that it has a lot of similarities to another drone that I had recently reviewed, namely the Bugs 5W. Okay, it has the same motors. We look at that. These are 1806. Hold on, I got it right here. Exactly what those motors are. 1806 1500 kV motors. Exactly the same as the Bugs 5W. The propellers are exactly the same. Even the nuts on top here, propeller nuts, are also very similar, if not the same. The cameras on both of these are the same. I removed the camera because this one was, I reboxed this one already. But you get this same 1080p camera on this. And finally, the batteries. Well, almost finally. The batteries are exactly the same. This is the MJXRC Bugs 5W battery, and this is the battery from the JJRC X5 EPIK. They're both 7.4 volt, 1800 milliampere hour. There. They are exactly the same in shape, same with connectors, and indeed I've actually plugged this into the X5 EPIK so to prove that they are exactly the same. And finally, the kicker on this all is this transmitter. This is your classic MJX Bugs transmitter, you know, with the fake antennas on top. The same buttons: unlock button, takeoff landing button, return to home button, photo video button, and even the GPS button on and off, and headless mode on and off here too. Move this to the right, headless mode's on, headless mode's off to the left here. So, and these buttons in the back are inoperative. So what we got here is, it looks like JJPRO has been collaborating with MJX, or maybe JJPRO is, or MJX is a subsidiary of Wiley Toys like JJPRO, and we just didn't know it until now. But they appear to be the same drone. Now, what's so special about the JJPRO X5 EPIK is that it has GPS built into it. It's a GPS drone. It has 1080p Wi-Fi FPV that you can view on your phone using 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, 5G Wi-Fi. So you will need 802.11 AC Wi-Fi to be able to use this particular drone. With that in mind, its app, it's the JJPRO X5 app, I believe. Hold on, I wrote it down here somewhere. Yeah, JJPRO X5 app will give you the capabilities of follow me, circle me, waypoints, and return to home. It's also, well, it'll return to home on command, on loss of signal, or on low voltage. It will come back to you and land. So, let's go over again the controller one more time. Again, it is a Bugs controller, classic Bugs controller with fake antennas. Again, this button here, well, this button here unlocks the motors and starts them up. And then when you want to take off, you press this button here or give it throttle. If you're off in the distance and you want the drone to return, press this button here and we'll return to home and land. Pressing this button here down for 2 seconds will start the video, or take a quick press of that and we'll start, or take a photo. This button here, if you move it to the right, that turns on GPS. If you move it to the left, that turns off the GPS and you go to altitude hold flight. This button here, if you turn it to the right, that turns on headless mode, and turning it to the left turns off headless mode. And again, we got on and off switch and LCD screen here, which gives you some telemetry information of height, distance, number of satellites you got, and battery power of both the transmitter and the drone. And also tells you which mode you're in, which is in mode 2 for today's flight. So that's about it. Let's fire it up, see how it performs. So I hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, we're going to move from this spot because I just got bit by a fire ant here. There's a bunch of fire ants walking around there. I don't see no nest, but one got me, and it hurts. I'll tell you, folks, if you wear sandals, sometimes you need to wear socks. But I didn't wear socks today. Okay, Let's fire up the drone by plugging it in. Actually, it goes in this way, and then it locks in place by turning this knob here. And it's turn on this. See if we got bind. We got bind because I can tell, I know the receiver's battery power. By the way, if this does not bind with the drone, if you hold this red button down while simultaneously turning on the transmitter, that will put the transmitter in bind mode so that you can bind it. Okay, let's fire up the app and see how it performs. Okay, this is the JJPRO X5 app, and it does look a lot like the Bugs Go app. A lot like the Bugs Go app. So let's hit click here. There's our FPV view. However, I did try to use the Bugs Go app with this particular drone, and it would not give me the FPV view. It would not connect to the drone. You have to use the JJPRO X5 app to connect to this drone, even though they're so very similar to the Bugs. But right now I got 0 satellites. I have not done a compass calibration yet, and let's do such. Okay, this automatically enters into compass calibration every time you start it, and you get these alternating green lights. So first off, we're going to do the compass calibration dance until those alternating green lights stop or change to, now they're dark green. They were light green, now they're dark green. So I believe we got to put it nose up is what I remember, and rotate it again until the alternating green stops. And there we got red and green. So it automatically enters into compass calibration mode every time you start it, and you do need to do a compass calibration every time you start it up. Okay, right now I am going to switch to video mode and start the video camera. Video camera is recording, and by the way, it records the microSD card slot inside the camera, and we're going to start the motors. Actually, I think I need to unlock them. Oh, that unlocks them too. So let's see if that stops it. Down and out. Down and out stops it. Down and in starts the motors. Okay, stopping again. And again, you can start the motors also by pressing this red button here. And let's do the automatic takeoff. And check the stability of the JJPRO X5. Getting the camera view. Now I can lower the gimbal by this scroll wheel on the right here. So lowering it down a little bit to right about there. And saying, how do you like my shirt today, folks? Okay, so with that in mind, everything looks good. It's nice and stable. Let's send it out and about. And going up and outward and raising the gimbal up as we go forward. Going up higher. And we'll take it out to about 100 meters first. Plop it there and plop it in space there at 100 meters so I can put my glasses on and see what the drone's doing better. Okay. Okay, we still got FPV going up and out. 135 meters. 167 meters. 190 meters. And plopping it there. 250 meters. Do I have FPV? I'm looking, but I don't think I have FPV. Pulling it back. Nope. Aircraft not connected. So max range on the FPV seems to be about 250 meters, folks, unfortunately. With that in mind, I'm not going to be flying blind out there, so let's hit the return to home button. And let's see if it actually returns to home. 240 meters, 237, 233. Seems to be coming back. And signal is not reconnecting on its way back. So again, I'm flying it with the controller right now. So, and I use the controller's button to bring it back. I'm looking for it up in the sky there. I can hear it. Oh, there it is. I'll tell you, that silver is hard to see against the sky. The silver color of this thing. Let's see if I can lower the gimbal. I'm lowering the gimbal with the controller. I'm hoping that it's looking down at me. I lowered the gimbal all the way. So I'm waving up at it. Right now I'm looking at my FPV screen, and the controller did not reconnect, or the app did not reconnect with the drone. So unfortunately the app does not seem to easily reconnect. Okay, raising the gimbal again. The gimbal was lowered. And let's see how accurate this return to home and landing is. Well, not too bad. Less than a meter. And I do have signal again. It has regained signal. So I think has it stopped recording? No, it has not. Let's stop that recording there. Okay, next thing we're going to try is the advanced flight modes here. We're going to be flying close in. So we got about 250 meters before we lose FPV signal from the transmitter. Starting the video camera again by clicking there, and starting the motors by the motor start button, automatic takeoff by pressing its automatic takeoff button. Let's get into the picture, go over here, and I'm going to hit the follow me button. Actually, I'm going to move back a little bit farther and then hit follow me button and hit yes. And it's focusing on me, and away we go. Let's see if it follows. Follow, 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 follow Quadcopter 101. Follow Quadcopter, follow. Stop that. Okay, we're going to go around it and see how well it does in following me. Following this old man and this old hippie with his tie-dye and sandals. It's doing a darn good job of following me. It really is. I'm surprised how well it is. Not bad at all. And it can do such down low. So, okay, that's enough of follow me. Let's come out of that. And let's try circle. And hit yes. And what's it circling? It's doing 60 meter circle. Let's stop that. Remember that parameter I set? Let's bring it in closer and reset that parameter for circle me. 60 meters is too far. So you got to adjust that. Let's make it about 10 meters. Right about there. Going back into parameters. There. Flight radius 100 meters. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's make that 10 meters. And hit done. And that should do it. Yes. Let's try circle me again. Yes. And there we go. 10 meters is much better than a 100 meter circle. So, was that still recording? Yeah, it is. So there's circle me. Again, you got to set that parameter of the radius of this circle in the settings of this drone. So circle me's working, and we're going to stop it there, and stop the video camera again, and I want to start it again, start the video camera, and sync it up. I do this to sync up the videos. Now we're going to try follow me, and it opens Google Maps. So I got to close Google Maps. And I'm trying to select follow me again, folks. Here we go. And I'm going to zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And just let it hover there looking at me while I zoom in. I wish you could zoom in faster than this. But apparently not. Okay, that seems to be good. Let's hit the circle me, and I'm going to hit tap fly and set that point there, that point there, that point there, that point there, and then come back to me. Yeah, let's just hit that, and then we're going to hit submit and hit yes. And then let's see it do its waypoints. And there it goes to waypoint 1, which is there. I zoomed real far in, you know, it's just to show you this, it doing its waypoints. But you can make these waypoints farther away. 3. Okay. That's its waypoint mode. Let's zoom out. Let's clear, let's delete all those. And let's go further out this time. Let's hit that. And we're going to draw. And do a circle around me. 2 circles. And then hit submit. And hit yes. And there it goes. Does it stop at each one of these waypoints? I wonder. Is there a delay when you reach a waypoint? Because there's a lot of waypoints there. It doesn't seem to delay too long, but it does slow down at each waypoint. And then turns. Not too much of a delay. This is a long mission I got it on. Going to waypoint 5. Let's go up higher as it's doing these. Just a bit higher. Did that stop the waypoints? Seems that stopped the waypoint mission. Let's hit submit again. Delete. Okay, I think we're reaching the end of our flight time. Let's do a return to home and landing. Pressing the return to home and landing button. See how close its return to home and landing is. It's warning me at 2 bars. It starts to warn you with a beeping. We still got more power, but we're going to call it quits there. As I've demonstrated everything I think it can do. It does the waypoints nicely. Google Maps came up. A lot of apps, Google Maps does not come up because I don't know why the designers can't get it to work, but it worked on this one. So here it comes back down again. Going back to camera view. And off about 1.5 meters, maybe 2 meters, something like that. But so not the Bugs 5W. I probably call this Bugs 5W a lot, but this is the JJPRO EPIK X5 EPIK. Another alternative to the X5 Bugs. I stopped the video recording. It actually worked very well, folks. You know, not super long range, you know, 250 meters or so, but that is more than enough for most people, folks. Let me turn this off too. More than enough for most people, and actually flew very nicely, very well. This one seems to be tuned rather nicely, so I enjoyed it. The JJPRO X5 EPIK. I hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out. Thank you.